Welcome to This Explainer. Look, the AI arms race is officially here, and honestly, it's moving way faster than anyone predicted. We aren't just talking about, a cool new tool to boost your business productivity anymore. We're looking at the weaponization of the exact same technology that's revolutionizing your daily workflow. Cybercriminals are now armed with this incredibly sophisticated toolkit that operates at terrifying speed. So today we're going to break down exactly how these next-generation attacks unfold, what the front line actually looks like, and the absolutely critical strategies you need to stay protected.
So tell me, have you ever received an email that looked so genuinely real you almost clicked on it? I want you to picture opening your inbox right now and seeing an urgent message. It doesn't just use your first name. It perfectly references a private internal joke from your team's Slack channel. Or maybe it mentions a vendor you literally emailed just an hour ago. It even has the exact signature and conversational tone of your direct manager. Have you ever almost fallen for a trap that was meticulously designed just for you?
Well, the hidden culprit behind these highly targeted, hyper-personalized traps is exactly what you might guess: artificial intelligence. The very same tech we're using to draft marketing copy and write code is now the ultimate engine for deception. Attackers are leveraging its astonishing ability to generate text, images, voice, and even high-definition video in mere seconds to completely bypass our traditional security filters.
Okay, here's how we're going to break this all down today. First, we'll look at the new threat landscape. Then, we'll dive into AI-powered cyber attacks, followed by how defenders are striking back, and finally, we'll cover the human-first line of defense. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The new threat landscape. Faster, smarter, and more convincing.
And moving right into Section 2. AI-powered cyber attacks, the supervillain toolkit.
Gone are the days when an attack took weeks of clunky manual coding. I mean, we all remember those awkward typo-ridden phishing emails from the past, right? They were laughably easy to spot. But today? Today, AI acts like a world-class researcher. It literally scrapes your digital footprint, your social media profiles, and company directories in milliseconds to craft a trap that is almost entirely indistinguishable from legitimate business communication. It knows your projects, your reporting structure, and your specific communication style.
And you have to consider this terrifying reality. Employees have actually wired massive sums of corporate money directly to hackers, all because they got a voice call that sounded exactly like their CEO. This isn't some sci-fi movie concept for the future. Attackers are deploying highly realistic deepfakes right now, generating voice recordings and even live video that flawlessly imitate executives. If you pick up the phone and hear your boss urgently requesting funds for a confidential acquisition, human instinct is to just comply. But that voice on the other end, it could simply be an AI clone.
And the mechanics of this warfare, they are evolving incredibly fast. AI isn't just faking voices. It's rewriting malware on the fly to constantly evade detection. It's hunting down system vulnerabilities in fractions of a second, which drastically shrinks our window to respond. We're even seeing AI chatbots conduct entirely natural, conversational social engineering campaigns to manipulate victims. And because this whole operation is automated, a single attacker can launch these hyper-personalized strikes against thousands of targets at the exact same time.
Which brings us to Section 3. Defenders Strike Back, the Modern Security Operations Center. Now for some good news. Modern security operations centers are totally fighting fire with fire. To counter this massive escalation, defenders are leaning on AI to handle the heavy lifting that human beings just couldn't possibly do alone. We're talking about AI continuously analyzing billions of network events every single day to find hidden anomalies. It spots unusual behavior in real time, and instead of just drowning human analysts in endless low-level warnings, it automatically prioritizes the most critical alerts. The goal here isn't to replace cybersecurity professionals, but to drastically cut through the noise so they can automate workflows and respond to real threats instantly.
And that leads us to Section 4, the human first line. Technology alone is not enough.
Here's the thing. When you have advanced tech facing off against advanced tech in this high-stakes duel, they basically cancel each other out, so humans are the ultimate tiebreaker. To protect the perimeter, organizations have to adapt continuously. This means running highly realistic phishing simulations so teams can practice spotting AI-generated fakes. It means strictly enforcing multi-factor authentication absolutely everywhere, and crucially, establishing rigid protocols to verify sensitive requests through secondary channels. If you get a sudden wire transfer request on the phone, you verify it on an internal messaging system.
Ultimately, your personal habits are the final shield here. You've always got to take that extra 2 seconds to pause and think before clicking an unexpected link. Never, ever bypass a standard financial process just because a voice on the phone sounds angry, rushed, or panicked. Artificial urgency is basically a hacker's most effective weapon. Above all, do not blindly trust communications, even if they perfectly mimic your boss or CEO. Verify, verify, verify.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought to really chew on. Artificial intelligence itself isn't the threat. It's just a neutral tool, right? The real challenge lies entirely in how it's used. The future of cybersecurity is fundamentally a contest between AI-powered attackers and AI-powered defenders. So, knowing what you know now about this wildly evolving threat landscape, what steps will you take today to ensure that AI remains an ultimate shield for your organization rather than a devastating weapon in the wrong hands? Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay secure.